up, everybody? What up, good folks? I said, what up, good people? So, let's get to the business at hand. Got a package right here from the good folks at Amazon. I have pre-ordered this probably about a month and a half ago or something like that. And what had happened was I was supposed to get this probably 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. But to be real with y'all, my money got funny. My money got real funny. So I had to push it back, put it on delay, and it came in. It came in the other day. And what came in, you ask, is this bad boy right here. Yeah. Y'all see that there? Y'all see that there? Y'all see that there? Came in, and I was excited for this. I'm still excited for this. This right here, number 5, Black Series line, Enfys Swoop bike. There's one thing that I collect and I love collect, and that's Star Wars. Star Wars is my passion. The Black Series, I love it. And when Hasbro, along with the Black Series line, puts out a vehicle, I get it. I have to get it right away because I love them. I don't want the vehicles to go away from my 6-inch Black Series. So I'm not the type that's gonna be like, I'm gonna wait for clearance or anything like that. That's not my style. I collect what I love, and I love what I collect. If the price is in my means to get it, I'm gonna get it. That's just point blank. There's a lot of stuff that I love to collect and can't get at the time, but I always try to backtrack. So, enough of me yammering. Let's get to this review. To go over the box right now, top of the box looks like this. You got the Swoop bike, then you got the Star Wars Black Series logo right there. Side of the box, got some box art right there. Other side I showed, got the number 5. And the other side got all the vehicle, I don't know what you call it, size and things of that nature. So, give the quick read up. Enfys Nest, an extremely dangerous martyr. Enfys Nest is brutally carving out an infurious reputation for herself and her gang of swoop riding pirates, the Cloud Riders. That's that. Now this is of female descent. I don't know if anyone's seen Solo, the movie Solo, but when she took off her mask, I was like, oh my God. At first seeing it, when they showed the trailer for Solo, I thought it was a man. I mean, I automatically thought it was a man. Hey, that was me. But, like I said, let's get to it, and let's review this dope rider. Alright, so here it is, without the cover sleeve. You got the rider right here, propped up. Of course, you're gonna have all your straps and things of that nature, how they strap the base up in there. The bike is long, so they definitely have to break it apart. So there's some assembly required, but it ain't too hard to figure out, and everything's strapped in, things of that nature. So right here, up in this pocket, I believe this is one of the back pieces. I'll figure it out once I start taking everything off, but this is one of the pieces that you have to assemble once you get all the straps cut off, things of that nature. All right, so real quick, got everything out the package. See, I got some things pre-assembled, like the base. That's as simple. All you do is snap it in at the bottom. It's like a hole for the base to snap into. This right here is like the hydraulic rod of the bike. Now what I do want to point out is you have the inside here, and it's not, once you put it in there, it's not going to be, you know, fixed in there. It's meant to move back and forth, up and down, so you just put it in a hole. But when you're placing it on the bike, what you want to do, you want to have this inside piece facing to the outside, so it's not visible for you to see like this one is here. You see how the inside is like that there, and the outside is not visible for you to see the inner workings of that hydraulic function. So you then just basically, you switch this around. All you're gonna do is plug this, make sure the inside piece is facing inside, right here, and this piece right here attaches here. So you would turn it this way so that the two inside pieces are facing each other, and then you would just simply attach it on there, just like that. And then for this piece here, this piece comes off. All you want to do is take this piece off here, and it even says right there, I don't know if that's coming, it says, let me flip it. It says discard. That means throw it away. So after you take this off here, this is now trash. Come to the bike. Now these two hydraulic functions attached to the handlebars. So they attach there. But first we'll slide this on to the actual bike. And you can see two holes here, one hole here and one hole there. And they simply attach to these two right there. So go ahead and slide this in here. And the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because I have seen other reviews of this bike, but I wanted to show just the assembly of the bike and how easy it is to assemble the actual bike. So you gotta line this bottom piece up. This gray bottom piece is going to go also at the bottom, and then you align the top pieces that go in the notches. Okay, now once you got everything snapped in, everything lined up from the gray pole coming to the bottom to snapping in. Now mine's here doesn't want to snap in all the way, which is very annoying to me. But for some reason it's not snapping correctly seated in. But as you can see here, once you pull the levers back, pull it forward, you see inside of there, they won't come all the way out, even if you pull the handlebars all the way back like this here, because this is the furthest the handlebars can ride back. So back, forward, and they won't ride out. So that's a pretty good thing that they knew the limits in making the handlebars and the inner working of the hydraulic. So that's pretty good. Also, the note I didn't show on camera, but this piece that's covered by the engine and attached to the handlebars, this can come off. That's probably your best bet and way to go if you want to, slide everything in and attach everything on. So this is how the bike is looking. Let me see if we back the camera up a little bit. So the bike is looking like this. And also right here, this front piece is the last piece that I have to put on. Now you can tell which way it goes because of the sliding mechanism here. So you can't put it this way because this piece right here is in the way. So it goes to the front. And as you can see, you got a hole there. And then you have a peg right here, and that slides in just like this. There, after you slide it in, peg it in, you'll hear a click, And now the front is actually attached to the bike. You got three front fins in there. The red part is always facing out. So this is the bike and how the bike looks. And also, to keep going over the bike, the look of the bike is not weathered, it's just plastic, right? It would have been nice if they would have been weathered, but I guess they're leaving it up to us collectors to weather it, and they didn't add any type of weathering or anything like that. And the inside of the bike looks like that. Got the seat, it's not cushioned, everything's hard plastic. You also do have your foot placements for the riders to actually ride on the back. So that's pretty cool there. And then the bottom, it's looking like this here. And these functions do not actually slide up and down or move, so do not try, because you'll end up breaking the plastic. This is fixed in the up position, but as you can see it in the inside, you got the inside of the back engines here. Also swinging it around to the other side here. Got the bottom, it looks like this, and then the back of the bike, you can see the boosters. You got six boosters that are also unweathered or painted or anything like that. It's just gray plastic. So not too bad of a looking bike. Like I said, it would have been super dope if we would have had some weathering. Oh, and the foot pedals do move up and down. So we'll take a look at Enfys and see how she looks actually on the bike. All right, so I think she looks pretty good on the bike. She sits on the bike pretty well, and it's pretty simple to attach her hands onto the actual handlebars. And then, like I said before, these foot pedals, they move up and down, so you can just place them in a position where you want her feet, and then just slide them up under her foot. So that's looking really good to me, and I'm glad that Hasbro decided to make this bike for us collectors. And we have another vehicle to add to our Black Series vehicle line. I think that's super dope. But now we'll take her off the bike, and let's do some comparisons, and let's go over how the figure is itself. All right, so here's Enfys Nest off of her bike, and first thoughts about how she is I think she's great. I think she is just absolutely dope. This is a dope Black Series fig, y'all. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your tailpipe or anything like that. This design is dope. I think it goes along with the movie. They nailed the likeness. It's pretty good as well. I mean, Hasbro did an amazing job. So first, let's go over her accessory, other than the bike, that is. So she has this, I don't know, your rod, what supposedly is a blade at the end. This is just done in gray plastic, nothing fancy at all, just some grayed out plastic, no weathering, no nothing. They put their whole budget into that bike, and also the figure itself, which I guess I got no choice but to be okay with it. But I would definitely love to see some weathering and some different colors on this weapon of hers. But that's all that is. But to get to Enfys Nest, now she looks great. I mean, the details on her helmet is dope. We got the back of her hair sticking out here. She got this chinchilla that they laced her with. No, I actually think this is like faux fur or something like that, but it's real fur. I mean, it's real synthetic type fur, you know what I mean? And then the controls or whatever have you on her chest is looking really good. Got these type spikes, bones, or whatever you want to call them coming out. They're looking good. The belt does have like some buttons, and I guess maybe some reload cartridges for her. And then we have here the arm guards, forearm guards. That's looking pretty nice. I'm not mad at that. They did do some different colors to it. Don't know if it's showing up on camera, but that's like a silver. Then you got the red. I mean, it's dope. Inside of the guards, sculpted work right here, basically to simulate that the guards are attached, and you can see up in there it is showing that on the sculpt work. Then we have this soft plastic type of half open kilt or skirt or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty dope. Then on the side of her boots, looking good, nice. You got some boot buckles to be showing right there. On the back, same thing, got the straps to hold whatever weapon this is on the side of her calf, and 2 peg holes at the bottom. And this is the continuation of the belt coming around to hold that half piece, front piece. And then we have the cape, which is nicely done. I do love soft goods. That's one thing I do love. I love soft goods. I can say that. I am good with having soft goods. So to go over the articulation of her real quick, she can look down that much. Up is not really a lot. It's basically looking straight on if you put her head down, because of this hair mold. This hair mold is hard, kind of hard plastic, but kind of soft plastic. It's soft at the ends, but then hard in the middle. So yeah, that's that there. And then her arms can get up like this much there, and of course she can 360 that shoulder around, and single jointed elbows like most Black Series figures are, but it does get 90, so that's good. And you do have a wrist swivel and a hinge, so that's great. For the crunch, she can lean back this much, and she can crunch forward, not too much, but a little bit there. And then she definitely has that upper diaphragm joint, so you do get a pivot rocker and back this side to side like this here. So that's good movement right here in the diaphragm joint. And then her leg can kick up this far and can kick back not that far at all because of the mold of that booty back there, the booty mold. And that's no acetol she got going on back there. Got that disease, that no acetol disease. So no ass at all. So now the leg, you do get a double jointed knee right there. And then she had a long ass day, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get off the ass. All right, so then you get a nice rocker here, and then you do have a toe point forward and it can point up that much there. And you do get a upper thigh swivel right here. So all in all, this is a dope figure. It's really nice. I like it. Good purchase. So next we are going to get into actual size comparison and how she scales and sizes with other figures that you may or may not have in your collection. Okay, so she is scaling at, from the very top, the very top, she's scaling about 6 1/4 inches tall. Now, if we would take it to her helmet, that's about 5 1/2 inches. All right, so here we have to the left, we got a Marvel Legend, And as you can tell, the Marvel Legends straight towers over Enfys nest. This is the Daredevil from the new SPDR, whatever they're calling it, slash wave. Basically, it's the Spider Mech Build-A-Figure. Shout out to Brock, Brock's Life, by the way. He hooked me up with this fig. He found it. I definitely paid him for it. So shout out to him for that Daredevil fig. Also, to the very right is the movie Iron Man. Okay, now to the far left, we have all new, all different Daredevil from Marvel Legends. This is Hasbro Marvel Legends, and it's from the Spider Mech wave, or Spider Mech, yeah, Build-A-Figure wave. Shout out to Life with Brock, by the way. He hooked me up with that figure, and I paid him for it, so I appreciate you, brother. To the far right, we have the Ninja Iron Man, or I'm sorry, Samurai Iron Man from Bandai, and they tower, that line from Bandai towers over both Marvel Legends and this Star Wars Black Series Enfys nest. Okay, so up next we have from DC Icons. Both of these figures beside her are from DC Icons, but we have Batman to the left and Superman to the right. And as you can see, DC Icons are towering over her as well. Okay, so for right now, we have Black Series, comparing apples to apples. So to the left is also from Black Series, Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, Supreme Leader Snoke is a tall character. This was the GameStop quote-unquote exclusive Snoke. And then to the right, not Celebration Luke, but Pilot Luke. And Pilot Luke and Enfys nest are coming around the same height as far as if we're going to the top of her extended helmet, whatever that's causing her helmet to be extended like that. So yes, they're looking, yep, almost the exact same height. The top of that helmet may just be taller than Luke, but if we're going by shoulders, Luke is taller than her. Okay, now from the same movie, almost. The characters from the Solo movie, starting with the back. Now the back is Chewie. He is a stand-in Chewie until I find the Target exclusive Chewie, which one of my boys said he found one, and he's going to send it my way. Some of you might have heard him. The #1 D-bag robot gang gang gang. And then to the left we have a range trooper from the same movie as Solo, as Enfys nest, and then we have the Solo movie figure from the Black Series, Lando Calrissian. All right, up next we have the bike. We'll do size comparisons for the actual Swoop bike itself. Now for the Swoop bike, in length from back to front, we are looking at, looks like 19 7/8 inches, not quite 20 inches long from the back to the front. Now if we're going from the tippy tip top right here, then it's about 20.5 inches. So a pretty decent size bike in length. And now we'll bring in Rey and her speeder from the back. Rey, as y'all can see, that bike is long because this Rey speeder isn't, it's big to me, I mean, in height, but as far as length, Not really. But this bike, woo, this thing got some length to it. But that's what that's looking like. Now here we go with Luke and his speeder. And nothing's really going to be longer than this this Swoop bike. But that's how the size comparison is looking to Luke's speeder and the Swoop bike. Okay, and last up we have the Sand Trooper and Dewback compared to the Swoop bike. Now in length, of course, can be longer, but in height, the Dewback is, or the Sand Trooper is sitting up higher on that saddle than Enfys would on her seat. So it is taller as far as height, but length, no. But that's how they're looking compared to other riders that we have gotten from Hasbro. So let me just go over and cover real quick, because I think I missed it or skipped it. Her weapon, yeah, that can be stored right there on the side, left or right side of her. Now that's dope. All right, good folks, that's going to do it for me in this review. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope it was informative. I definitely enjoyed and messing around with these figs, and definitely the Swoop bike and Enfys Nest. I purchased this bike again off of Amazon. Amazon was selling it, I don't know if they still are, for $48. I believe in store this bike with Enfys Nest is $60. You do have to have Amazon Prime to purchase this for that price. But in my opinion, and the way I collect, it's worth it. So now you have to ask yourself, is it worth it for you? Do you want it? Are you willing to wait for the price to drop, if the price is going to drop, so on and so forth? For me, it was a great deal. But I hope you find it if you're looking for it. And remember, be patient with yourself, be patient with your hunts, and if you're patient enough, even an egg can and will grow legs. It's been your boy, Plastic Addict. Collect what you love what you collect. I'll see you next time. Plastic Addict. Out.